Camelot 331 here, and oh my God, Amazon has been caught damn red-handed as hell. Red-handed as hell. They're saying one thing, and they're doing a damn another. And it gets pretty egregious. It's about the Amazon warehouse, the facilities, basically the people that actually work for Amazon. Not the website. It's not alive. It might be alive in some AI kind of way. I don't know how futuristic the world is currently, but I'm talking about the warehouse where people actually physically ship out stuff. It's a pretty terrible place. We've already talked about it. The piss bottles in my face. If I look at the bottle and I think it's lemonade, it's definitely not. And I don't know why it's warm, but it kind of looks tasty. But don't drink it because it's urine. You know how it is. No bathroom breaks. You got 10 minutes to climb down 50 flights of stairs. And I'm not practicing get out of a building fast mode. I'm trying to just pee, all right? Trying to eat a Twinkie. Now, Amazon's been under fire recently for discrimination. Oh, shocking. Shocking. A multi-billion-dollar, trillion-dollar, I don't even know anymore, company facing discrimination allegations. Oh my God. How could this be? This never happens. And I got a ton of messages to go through. It's going to make your ass hurt in a good way, which is, you know, kind of what I'm into. But before we get into it, make sure you give this video a juicy. Give it a big old thumbs up, doodle. That's real damn important. Make sure you subscribe, baby. We got to get to the million somehow. I don't know how. We're going to try. So exhibit number 1, guys. Check this out. A tweet sent out by Amazon, the company of the forest, Amazon. Check this out. It says, the inequitable and brutal treatment of black people in our country must stop. Together, we stand in solidarity with the black community, our employees, customers, and partners in the fight against systemic racism and injustice. Now, it seems nice, but what are they actually doing behind the scenes? That's what's really important. So check this out. I have a message directly from somebody that's worked a long time in the Amazon fulfillment center in a certain place. Let's see how they feel about that tweet. How are they being treated? Because this is an actual person and not an arbitrary screenshot that's shared on their Twitter. For free likes, baby. It says, I work at Amazon, one of the fulfillment centers in blank. I'm a 26-year-old black man for context. I have always been soft-spoken and didn't really care for the conditions of the warehouse, but I tried to make it work because it was the only job in my area, which is really important. A lot of people just say, why don't you quit, baby? Why don't you just go work somewhere else? That's a rich white kid. Because you just can't do that. A lot of people don't have that opportunity to just like cut off a couple paychecks for a couple months and try to find another job, because that's the difference between them eating tomorrow and being in poverty 2 weeks from then. That's the issue. It goes on to say, well, eventually the urine bottles, people getting fired for insane reasons, and not being able to have enough time for breaks started to really get to me. So I decided to call a small meeting of my peers and confront management about it in a very polite way, which is great. We had our sit down and the upper management kept scoffing at our claims and smirking the entire time. Then we left. This is something the upper management will do in almost any company, because they actually do think they are better than you in every way, shape, and form, which is psychotic to me. But that's what they think. That's what they think. You've heard my GameStop conference calls before. You've heard them. I mean, they literally scoff and laugh at managers asking legitimate questions. They don't give a damn. They think you are lesser and you're nothing, but you're not. That's why you have a voice. It goes on to say it didn't accomplish anything. Well, a few days later, I overheard a manager talking to another worker and mentioned our meeting. He said that a dumb N-word organized it all, thinking he actually had some control. And they both laughed. Shocking. We cherish our workers and our drivers in the black community. We cherish them. In the tweet, we stand with the community. That's what Amazon said. Not in this damn case. Not in this case. He said I was in tears. I didn't know what to do, to ask or call someone, but it didn't matter. I was fired for no reason 2 days later and never heard anything again. It really broke me mentally for a while, but I moved on and have a better gig now. Well, good for you, man. That is awesome to hear, and thanks for contacting me. But that doesn't really match what they said to get those likes. You want to know why? It's because PR ultimately leads to profit. As long as they jump on the bandwagon and say whatever is popular at that moment in time without actually thinking it, because they don't actually think it. They want it to lead to profit and to more investors, to increase the stock price. That's very important. But that's just one message, guys. What about Chris Smalls? Do you remember Chris Smalls? He came on my channel and I interviewed him, and he talked about how, Amazon was terrible, discriminating, hurting employees, didn't care about the workplace conditions that are absolutely abhorrent. Okay? Absolutely abhorrent. Chris Smalls was fired for organizing a small walkout, like a protest. He was fired. They fired the hell out of this guy just because he was bringing awareness to it. You know what Amazon doesn't like? Awareness to their discrepancies. So check this out right here. Chris Smalls, who had worked for Amazon for 5 years, was fired shortly after he helped organize a work stoppage at the company's warehouse on Staten Island, New York, in protest over lack of protective gear and hazard pay for employees. They weren't helping them at all during the pandemic. Not at all. Well, guess what happened? Amazon fired him for violating social distancing guidelines. Shocking. He was asking for better things to deal with the pandemic. And guess what he got? Fired for it. And then they said they fired him for that reason. Shocking. But what is more egregious? You remember the last message we just read about them discriminating that guy and firing the hell out of him for no reason. You remember the tweet that Amazon, the tweet that they said right here. We're looking at it right now. The treatment must stop. Well, let's see what the executives at Amazon say about Chris Smalls. This is an actual quote, okay, by a top executive at Amazon. He said about Chris Smalls, he's not smart or articulate, and to the extent the press want to focus on us versus him, we will be in a much stronger position PR-wise than simply explaining for the umpteenth time how we're trying to protect workers. Shocking. He added, we should spend the first part of our response strongly laying out a case for why the organizers' conduct was immoral, unacceptable, and arguably illegal in detail, and only then follow with our usual talking points. Their usual talking points. Make him the most interesting part of the story, and if possible, make him the face of an entire union organizing movement. Not articulate. They called him a dumbass. And why did they call him a dumbass? Why? Why do you think they did? Because they don't actually think that tweet they put out. They don't actually think that at all. That's the point. That's the point. And here's what the other workers have to say about the exact same thing. Jeff Bezos said, I'm canceling all my meetings on Friday and I encourage you to do the same. But some of Amazon's employees said there was a big problem with his suggestion. For the vast majority of Amazon's black workers, canceling a meeting is not an option. It's not an option. This person right here says, what does a black shirt do for anybody in terms of social justice? She said, better pay would do far more. That would cut down on pre-existing condition, that is poverty. You think they're going to get better pay? No, they're going to get that tweet. That's all they're going to get. They're not going to get better pay. Hell no. Hell no. So it doesn't really make much sense, right? They say one thing for PR reasons. They actually do a completely different thing. And this is a widespread thing. This is a big deal. This happens at every damn fulfillment center. But what else? What else? We're not done here. Look at this right here. Our 7th annual conference for gender diversity recently took place. Gender diversity. Amazon really believes about diversity in the workplace. They love women. They love people of color. That's what they love. Oh, but what's this right here? Amazon fired these 7 pregnant workers, then came the lawsuits. Shocking. Shocking. Look at this right here. They reviewed 7 lawsuits against Amazon filed by pregnant warehouse workers who were fired over the last 8 years and who have alleged that the company failed to accommodate their needs. The request included longer bathroom breaks and fewer continuous hours on their feet, which is totally reasonable, according to lawsuits. But in all the cases, the expectant mothers were fired after telling their managers they were pregnant. 6 of these cases settled out of court. And why does Amazon not fix this? It's because out of the thousands of times that it happens, they only have to pay out 5 or 6 times. So they're actually making money. They're not losing any money. This is what all legal teams at all places, all companies, that's what they do. I like the statement. The statement from Amazon's hilarious. It says, it's absolutely not true that Amazon would fire any employee for being pregnant. We are an equal opportunity employer. Shocking. I love all the nice buzzwords. We work with our employees to accommodate their medical needs, including pregnancy-related needs, except for all the ones that you fired for being pregnant, and then you settled out of court, which means you admit guilt. You settled out of court. which means you did that. It's absolutely not true, she says right here. It's absolutely not true, but you settled out of court, which means it's true. I can read between the lines. I'm from Alabama, okay? Reading's not my strong suit, but I can see what's going on here. I like how it says right here, Amazon accommodates work restrictions for pregnant employees within our fulfillment centers. Yet the court records show Amazon often ignored these requests from pregnant workers. Shocking, shocking. And no one's talking about it. No one cares. So it seems like they say one thing, some low-hanging fruit stuff, to get some free likes, some free support, ultimately leading to more profit for their company. That's what they're doing, but they do another thing. They say one thing, they do another thing, which is what all corporate companies do. Every damn one of them do the same damn thing. They discriminate against everybody they damn can. That's what they do. They discriminate, and then they release a statement saying, we love everybody. Please like this and come buy stuff from us. Okay? And I'm not saying, hey, boycott Amazon forever, because that's not going to hurt their damn profit numbers. It's just not. Just be aware and spread the news, baby. Let people know that they evil as hell. They super evil, prime evil, baby. So what do you think? That's pretty disparaging, right? Seems like they're talking out their ass. It's just something that they do. There's a reason why they haven't paid taxes in years, and they have the richest man ever in the universe. There's a reason for it, and it's not because they treated their employees with respect. I can damn guarantee it. You don't get that profitable and rich by treating people right. You run them to the ragged end, and everybody knows that's the case. So make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Send me a message if you want to get your voice out there. It's a great time to be a live show at my streams, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And make sure you do me a big-ass favor. Make sure you get the hell on it. Diggity doggone it. Bye. Yeah. That's my La Familia. I don't know Spanish.